Díomh, tá can fécinn denis mar chósa agus cúpla ceist a bhfuine leis. Dear son screamerish Idalubini, there's always someone who points out the fact that I write the name of the poem wrong. So it is Ghrá-sa, my love. Sa means nothing, like what we say. It's called a firm tresha to make something stronger, like Muscal is my school. Musculsha is just like in English you'd say it's my school. So Shin Tagestin Shin Ghrá-sa Idalubini. The reason I wrote it in is because it's very important. It changes it from my love to my love. In English you'd kind of do the thing with your fingers, inverted brackets. And sha idalubini means kind of in inverted commas in brackets, my love. Okay, fake mish erna keshna. So scream in the ruddy sha, just because anyone doesn't go any further with the video, at least you'll see these things, the harder ones. Conas mar chuig an don sha ivimert, conas chuig gionert. So Killian she an word kena. They both mean, how did it affect you? So the marking scheme will basically say something along the lines of, if the student doesn't bring herself into it, then no mark now, because the whole point of this question is, how did it affect you? So remember from the last video, it's always about the Holy Trinity, is it tema, mochan, or iavana? I was saying Kiansha is either tema, because you love that kind of tema, or maybe the mochan, you felt something. So I felt would be vra, me, bronach, vra me ahasach, or I was sad, vi bronarm. Maybe you could say vi frustricus arm, because we said frustration was one of the main ones, one of the main emotions. Maybe you were frustrated with the shan don't the gro choma, and you don't like the fact that I looked and didn't vi shan hawkduck, so better nor han shinlat. An mochan is tresha a vuskal don sha on it. So kwar shot out, just kun is shin a leru and son. On it is in you, so the opposite would be in me on them. It's the same as the ones above. I felt vrahme vibronarm. Is tresha, it's just another way of saying is loidra. Could sometimes come up like that as well. A vuskal is to evoke. So what was the strongest emotion this evoked in you? So just say like I felt vrahme vibronarm vi osarm vi frustricusarm vi uignusarm perud marshin. Or if you want to stick with the onum, you'd start with this verb vuskal on don sha bron or something, sadness onum marshin. Okay, ag bugger eigen son. This is the only time it came up in 2013. Sonor test token on Phila Kirshi's Afachtach ground we're doing Ern Var Sadan Ghrá-sa. So that's basically you take the poems right in front of you, you paraphrase how the man was described. 15 marks, you have to say a bit, maybe a page. It gives you a funny, effective Kirshi's description. So you'll just talk about the Sula, Gakrod Ta'an. So what are the things we can talk about here? Gruig, Sula. You keep going back to the question. It says granor, so it has to be Rodaigan atá granor an seo. Then something like Toshid Rogar, do Chela, eyes are too close together. The Gruig, you'll say, Curran she on Gruig, I Gumperoid, Le Rodaigan. So you really have to say why it is funny, not just describe Cunas Marvi and Don. Okay, Vishe Grona, Near she Dahul. And it's effective. So how do you know it's effective? Well, maybe it creates an image in your head. Something like Crohíonn sé pictor imimeán, mar sin is Kirshi's éifichtach a or tá sé éifichtach. It's effective. So keep going back to the keist to prove that you are answering the question. You're not just waffling about an ugly man. You're saying tá sé granor agus tá sé éifichtach. Iver though, cén éificht a le húsáid an lubini. Only sé vark. And if you think of the sé vark, like at least one of them are for your goelga. So you're down to 5. That's not a whole lot to say. You just have to give some kind of answer. What is the effect of having brackets? Well, you know. So tegamid, we understand maybe. Tegamid, gur, that's the dat of is. Tegamid gur don, magul, a. Tegamid gur don edrum a. Tegamid nachwil shi doira. Toshieg magafui. So this is where you bring in all the whole satiring thing. Toshi egera. She's mocking. Toshieg magafui. Rodaigan Marshin. I mean, you've already said too much for Cuig Vark. But Rodaigan Marshin, you can say it changes the atmosphere. Changes Ahrian, Nalubini, on atmosphere. It makes it from like a loving kind of atmosphere to a bit of mocking. Toshi Edrum, Toshi Granor, Rodai Marshin. Okay, I'm just going to make myself some space here. Iver a nay, Dinkershius. Okay, it's Kea Commandant Share. There's no really need to go through this one. The last video is all about Newly Conal, Gockrod, Finisale. Either you know it or you don't. Remember, she was born in England and all that. Okay, but we're writing Keekanella. This is the pre from 2019. So the exam craft people brought up this in 2013 and it came up in 2013. Then they put it on 2018 and 19 after they were expecting it and it never came up. So quickly we look at the ceisteanna. Is a bum téma an dóin seo ná an tábhacht a bhainean le cináltocht agus de tuiscin sa chadrah a bhíon idir na leáin. Okay, so first thing is you have to understand it. Cad is brí leis. What are they asking for here? And then try and paraphrase things. So cináltocht is just tá siad das, tá siad cordúil, ruddy mar sin. Think of all the words we learned about your man. He's generous. Tá sé flathúil. Tá sé just das. Tá sé cordúil. Tá sé beidir tuiscinach. Tá sé lách, kind. Tugann sé brontan is dé, ruddy mar sin. So the importance of that, agus le tuiscint sa chadrah, so you could change that by being in the marriage, so fósa. A bhíonn idir leáin, so either, you might know this from her book, either married people, either dína atá posta or either dína posta, mar sin. And you just go on about the scale, the whole téma. So is it dóis téma, mochán, nu, Ivona, as it's not very, well it's téma, it's pretty clear. So they want to talk about grá. So we say téma an dóin seo ná grá. But also check, have they asked anything about Ivona? They haven't, so you'll bring in Ivona sa ceann sin. How do we know the téma? Na Ivona. They haven't really asked anything about the mochán, so again, the emotions, léirí and the mochán, and léirín siad téma an dóin. So you bring everything into that one. Because you've looked down and gone, okay, this is the filla again, so that's fine. This is éfach de bhfuil le húsáid na Lubini. So this year they kind of pretty much guessed what was coming up in the Leaving Cert. So some people had this for their pre, and essentially the Leaving Cert was the exact same question. Again, I won't go into the Lubini reach, but you see Calta Aun. So in ceann sin, the hardest bit was you had to write a lot about an cadr bhí uha ar bhí atratha, an tuiscint, grá, gacrad mar sin. Any other words you know about? You know, bhí sé grána ach ba chumalé, níorbh sé ferfa, cuir. You can go into the whole Shakespeare thing. Cuirach béim na tréthe physicúla ach bhí siise bortha fin a fars an tucht agus fin scéin. No, fin níorbh sí bortha fin goma is a cool. Okay, bummy right. Alright, 2018, pretty much the same thing. Again, quickly look down through the ceisteanna. You hopefully know the filla, newly chonals, then easy 9 marks. Creekneen, gach versa, lina idir lubini. It's essentially the same question again, except they've put it a little differently. They're saying that there's a bit of lubini going on in every versa. Eg dera gach versa, toradagan, so make sure you know at the end, eg dera gach versa, tá lubini ann, agus céin bhaint, so exact same. Ahríonn sé an atmosphere, tuigmís go bhfuil sé éadrom, tá sé says granóir, is air a. You can bring in the word ábhéal an sin, the exaggeration thing. The whole thing's a bit exaggerated. Agus an ceannar born sin, then you get to the harder one. Don éadrom granóir tá am Ghrá-sa, he is agus tá atmosphere da sound is in the flay. So it's pretty much the same tema. You could bring in some Ivona, some mochán, and it has the word atmosphere, so yeah, definitely mention tá atmosphere úntach ann, so don seo. Okay, 2013. Sorry, I said that the exact same question came up in 2013. This is 2013, so let's see if they had the same one that year. Is don grá nó I'm sé mo Ghrá-sa, déan play ar an ráta sin. So is it no I'm sure? Then you could bring in the whole Shakespeare thing, na seanna don to grá, an chuidir snocht idir. So definitely bring in contrast, tá an chuidir snocht idir na sean don to grá agus an don seo. They were more tradiisiúnta. So na don to tradiisiúnta, cad a bhíoch an what used to be there. So this was the pre-2013, and then they had that ceist, which is still very similar, about the lubini. I think the lubini is kind of a definite if this comes up, because it what makes it kind of stand out as a poem. Céin éifeann leis, atmosphere, ahríonn sé gacrad, filla aríist. Hopefully we all know Nuala's life story at this stage. Don grá nó I'm sure. So what else can we say about this? As nothing else is mentioned, we bring in the tema, na mochán, agus na hívóna. And you can just go through every verse and go, verse hen, tá feimid díbhá the ar, then gruig, rudí mar sin. The gruig is like verse 3, isn't it? Hias an sin. Na súla, yeah, there's the gruig. Okay, I'm going to go a little quicker because it's pretty much the same thing. These are the ordinary level ones. You can pause this now and just look at the ordinary levels if you like. You won't get on Malat and Dawn and higher level, but Conas the Cuishia Weimert is essentially the same question anyway. The Mochon, we said in the last one, I would say Frustricus, Tá Frustricus Erin Villa, Grá, Mos Malat, but I mean, she didn't wake up in the morning and say, I'm going to write this poem because I'm so in love with him. I'd say the reason she wrote this poem is because she was sick of the other poems, but who's to argue with what you think is the strongest emotion? The question shows what the ordinary level get. They're very specific, so they're kind of handy for revision for the higher level. And Seo Arisht, this was tough this year for Gnolavel. Cad is téim an Doin, Grá. Scríomh síos Ivá pictóir bhána tá granúir, so that's pretty much on comma, appearance, sin an rud tá granúir. You have options, you can go for the Sula, Gruig, the Nonini, that's a agus an far tá sé marv, so when he's dead there's daisies growing out of his ears, agus rish an malat an dawn. One more from ordinary level, cad dearn filla fin var, cá vos no nonini, agus ceir tá mi cheart le súla an ear. So see, ordinary level is hard, like that's very specific. What is wrong with the man's eyes? So they could take it straight from the thing, tá sé táid rochon groch dá chéile. If you want to show off, you change it to rochar. Cadid na tarhi a hugan an far than again, they had to understand that tarhi is fruit. So what's the fruit that they gave, that he gave her? Quair fanuna and ula naka. Inish duckle fein céin ceisteanna an far. Anyone who did the Quizlet, we learned words like flahul and ruddy marshin. Lug rudvan hahan or nohan. Okay, you're not going to get that. Right, last thing, just got a few random keshna from books. Some of them are ridiculously hard, and definitely won't be getting these kind of ridiculously hard questions on the year in which you have to teach yourself things towards the end. But we'll go through them now, just so you know. Iver though, is smó, Iverhain, I think there's Iverhain there somewhere. De an trocht an úsáid win an filla as an ábhéil agus as an round le príomh-héama an dáin a léirú. So first of all you have to pick what is a príomh-héama an dáin. Here you should probably go with something a little bit more specific than just grá. Even fear grá, that would make a bit more sense. True love. Because that's what's going on here, that it's not just a normal sean dá to grá, tá sé said difriúil. So the ábhéil is the exaggeration, cé níl sé dahúil tá sé grána, dábhrí sin, mar sin, tuigeamís gur fear grá tá ann. Ground is again in the cursius. Like in Mike Deneen, the ground is in the description. Tá an ground sa cursius. And then you just give the description, cad dhéanann sí. Iver though, is mó the ear na sean dá to grá ná mulla lenón atá sa dán seo, dim play ar not seo. Okay, so you'd have to start with ein tíam le seo. We're probably going to agree with it. So this is more of a satire on the old love poems rather than a praising of her lover is in this poem. So you kind of cut it in two. You can talk about the ear and the sean dá to grá, what used to happen. So bhíoch béim mhór oilach na dinna, cuireach na mná I gumperoid leis an dúlra. Remember the women used to be compared to nature and they were all beautiful and the men wanted her and then they got her in the end and all that kind of stuff. And then you say ach sa dán seo tá sé ag mulla a leanóin, ach you'd say, you know, ein tíam le seo, it is definitely more of an ear than a mulla. Cad é do dhearca, so what's your opinion ar headland dáin agus ar úsáid na lúbíní sa dán? So I'm not going to go through it again, that's essentially your darka, your opinion, is malame, na malame, and the lúbíní arhuíonn sé an atmosphere agus gacrad vinna lúbíní. The cín seo is éire an dán déimplay ar north seo. It is a satire. You'll say words like tá sé ag maga, is dán magúil, tá sé éadrom. Satire is usually kind of funny and light and breezy and ruddy mar sin. Mínig an versa derig gohex an dán ar fad. Tough one and thing that gets asked for Kulskar as well. Explain the last verse in the context of the full poem. So again, you say Egandera, Tigamid, gur far das, feel flahul a. So we get to learn about his parsamtucht, his personality, only in the last verse. All I'm hearing till then is that he's not nice. So you'll say Tigamid tema an doin, nor leimid an don derig an shin. Is don grán nos for an don seo déim plain the shin. So is it a nos for shin focal ma? I think that's in your Quizlet somewhere along the way. Is it a normal love poem? Well, Kinty, you say ní ein tíam le seo. Oh, sorry, it says ní don grán nos for a. You'll say ein tíam le seo, ní don grán nos for a an don seo. Definitely not a normal love poem. Cén fód, you go to tema, go to na mochon, tá ann, be a kind of na hiavana. Definitely the images are different to a normal love poem. Dinker she is an úsáid win an filla as an dúlra. So the nature Cata an, we have ula, queer fanuna, nonini, blona narni, ta an-chuid. You say the fella uses it to compare usoid and fella and dula con something a chur gumperoid le radeigen ella. Queer usoid and lubinig morke, the lubinig kumpelat. This is, okay, maybe I won't go through all the ones at the end, but you can see all these ones are good. Unsure. See, cut the, let's get rid of that thing. Okay, lots more question an sin. Is leir bhfuil tiúmcar na litríochta béarla le feiceáil don seo, buin an fella úsáid a severas cultúr an dá hanga, gaelgus béarla an don seo. Okay, horrific question that will never come up, but just in case. Is there an effect of English literature on this poem? Well, there's Shakespeare, Sonnet 130, Sonnet Céad Trucha. Buin si úsáid a severas cultúra, so he uses the richness of culture from the two languages, gaelga béarla. All you go on about codar snocht, and the shandon to grow, currach na mana gumproid leis an dúlra, via bein vor oilecht an dinna. And then for the Bear Club at Shakespeare, he wrote My Lover's Eyes is Nothing Like the Sun. Is that it? I think that's the name of the sonnet. And basically she was ugly and he liked her anyway. Agus sinné. So just you really tell the same scale. So you, as well as Tema, Ivana, Mocha, maybe know a little bit about the cooler, what I keep saying about how people used to be compared to nature and all that kind of stuff. Okay, sinné, sin na ceisna a bhfuin le Ghrá-sa.